Hi, this is Jess by So Blessed by Jess, and today is day 8 of Vlogmas. Today we are going to make the Amish star. It is a beautiful, I love making this star. Here it is right here. We got some flying geese, rectangles, half square triangles, and some solid squares. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what we can come up with. So for our block today, we will need 2 fabrics, a light and a dark, that is 6 1/4 inches square, to make our half square triangles with. We are going to need 8 2.5 inch squares. We are going to need 4 2.5 by 4.5 inch rectangles. We are going to need 1 4.5 inch square. This is going to be the center of our project today. And then we have our goose and our flying, this is going to be our flying geese. So the goose part of the flying geese, we took a 5 5/8 square and we cut it diagonally twice to create these triangles. And then this is the sky of our flying geese, and we took 4 3 3/8 squares and cut them diagonally once. So I'm going to take these 2 fabrics. We're going to place them right sides together. I'm going to draw a diagonal line going across in an X, and then sew 1/4 inch on either side both ways to and I'll show you how to cut it to make our half square triangles. To create our geese, we're going to take 1 blue triangle, and then there we go. We're going to take our background. We're going to place it like this. We are going to then sew 1/4 inch, flip it open, and then do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to make 4 of these. We're going to make our half square triangles, and then we're pretty much putting the block together. All right, so I have now drawn my lines, sewed 1/4 inch on both sides. There are 3 points on here. The middle point, and then where the thread crosses. So I'm going to line that up and then line up on my white square. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this actually 4 times. So I'm going to make a vertical cut. Then we're going to make a horizontal cut. And I'm making these cuts first because if my fabric starts shifting, I got lines to follow after this. All right. So we're going to make our vertical cut, our horizontal cut, and see it kind of shifted already, but it's all right. And now we can make our diagonal cuts. We need to make sure that these half square triangles, when we make them, are the same size as our 2.5 inch squares because they're going to go together. So I have a tool called the Clearly Perfect Slotted Trimmer. And what I do is that there's a line right here. Oh, let's see. Boom. There we go. So here's my 2.5 inch, and there's a dotted line right here. I'm going to take this dotted line. I'm going to match it up with my thread line, my seam, and I'm going to trim all of that fabric off. Plus, I'm going to use these side slipes, and so I won't have dog ears, and it'll help me when constructing. So I got a little bit of trimming to do with that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then go ahead and create my flying geese. So I made my flying geese using the measurements that were given. So these are also oversized. We need to make sure that these come out 4.5 by 2.5. Now, if you have, I have all the gadgets today. Let's flip it over. If you have the ultimate flying geese tool, you can use this and then use D, because is it D? It's close to D. Yeah, D is, it's a 2x4, but I would actually use E so I can make sure that it's 2.5. So I'm going to line this up on E, and then look, oops, let's move all these. E again, boom, and look all of that I need to trim off the top. And what this is it's giving me this, there's a frosted piece right here, and that's my 1/4 inch to make for my seam allowance. And there we go. We are all trimmed up and ready to go. So let's go ahead and show a 1/4 of what this quilt will look like. All right, so here, and I'm going to just make this upper quadrant right here. So here's my center, and what we are going to do is, oh yeah, I'll make half of it. So here's, we have 2 flying geese. And then we have our rectangles that go above that. We're going to take our 2.5 inch solid squares, and then the whites come in. So pretty much I am making these 2 units 4 times. All right, so now we have our flying geese connected to our rectangles, and then these corner units. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is set up my flying geese. My flying geese are pointed in. Okay, and then we're going to take these and we're going to make sure that the solid is pointed towards the center. And we are almost there. Look how beautiful it's coming out. And guess what? Again, it's a 9 patch. Yay. So like we've done before in previous blocks, go ahead and sew the vertical seams, and then we'll do the 2 horizontals. And I am probably, you're going to see some more shadowing just like we see right here into the center block. So, because I'm going to point all my flying geese in, it'll just be easier with this point and all this fabric coming together, and then we'll see what it looks like for the sides. And just like that, it is complete. Oh, I am loving all of these blocks that we're doing this go around. It's going to be an amazing, beautiful quilt. Somebody very special will enjoy it eventually, whoever that person may be. I have a person in mind. We'll see how it rolls. My blessing for today is that I have an amazing support system with my in-laws. They are just fabulous people. No matter what I'm going through at the moment or questions that I have about raising children and all of that that great stuff that comes with it, they're always there to listen, even if I might repeat it like a million times because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. But they're like, welcome to the teenage years. We've done it 3 times. And I'm like, oh, but you did it with boys. They had 3 boys. And I have 2 little girls. So we'll see. But they're an amazing support system for me and my family. And I really appreciate them. And I'm very blessed to have them in my life. So tomorrow's day 9. We're looking forward to tomorrow's block also. I mean, it just feels like I'm hitting a home run on this one. I'm feeling positive about it, amazing about it. And the comments that I'm getting from you all when you're posting after the video posts, it's really uplifting. And you guys are bringing back the passion that I have for quilting. It leaves, it goes in and out, just like anything else in life. It goes in and out, and sometimes it's hard to get back in. And here I am, and let's just finish out the year strong. Okay, well, I will see you on the flip side of sometime, and it'll be tomorrow. All right, see you around noon tomorrow.